Welcome to the 60th episode of BFDI Camp Interactively. Last time, Rocky got auto-eliminated, and the remaining contestants merged. So let's move on. Let's get on with the results. I'm not gonna lie, I liked the entries this time around. The first submission this episode comes from Hickle. Their idea is basically that we look around for any resources given that the city was occupied not long ago. Using spare tires and a few bars, himself as the base of the car, his magnifying glass as a gear stick, Plug's decomposing body as a steering wheel and connector, we will basically use the clean cart patent pending as the free smart van. This entry is pretty good actually, and I think it's one of the better ones you've done. I mean using yourself so that everyone else can ride you. That's pretty badass. Next up we have Live Launcher's first submission. His plan is to deconstruct and reuse a building and turn it into a UFO. Afterward, the remnants of Rocky's barf are supposed to be used as a type of fuel. I get it. To make it fly. Yeah, you're right, this is pretty random, but you know what? For a first entry it's solid. Over here we have DMEXICO's entry, basically the Trebuchet tennis ball built but improvised. He'll launch everyone into the sky and then fly his way over to wherever we're going. This one is okay. I present Wise Owl Engine's first entry. His solution is to use parts and tools across Yoil City's shops to form a helicopter. With the Welder 2000, they can mend pieces of metal found from buildings and shops, an engine from a car of an old car dealership so that it can be modified to become propellers, windows from abandoned Yoil City buildings, and for the interior, the seats are taken from old cars of the aforementioned dealership. Seat belts and steering wheels were also stolen from there. The heli also features beds for people to sleep on, and the controls, of which there were little resources but still manageable. I think this is the best one yet, a helicopter that not only is made completely from old scrap lying around, but the fact that you were able to come up with a way to rebuild everything that would be in a helicopter and more is impressive. Like Live Launcher, this is really good for a first entry. Next, a person whose usually good submissions submitted a really underwhelming one this time around. Making a flying vehicle made of eliminated contestants is well. First off, lightning is eliminated. Where would you find the rope? How would you locate the eliminated contestants if their whereabouts aren't known? This just wouldn't work. Feels like you rushed this one. Cooked. I don't know what it is with you, but recently your submissions have been whack. You said create 13 jetpacks, but that's it. You didn't describe how you'd do it. This is lame. Jack's submission today is to create an evil syringe. Because evil objects have the ability to teleport and consume, if any of them could become evil, they could consume and teleport them to a new location, sucking the evil out of Evil Leafy. This is really creative and honestly I am a big fan of this one. Props for thinking out of the box. Vex's submission is a homage to BFDI when Coiny planted a Yoil bush. He said that if they sat inside a huge protective sphere crafted from strong materials around Yoil City and planted a bush right below the sphere, once everyone is in it, the bush would propel the sphere toward the new location. Again, another one I would have never thought of, and for that it's pretty cool. This is Yoil's first submission since Challenge 5. He crafted the Salvage Steel 2000, a robot comprised of scrap metal across the city's structure. It runs on limited sunlight and is charged via solar power. The cockpit has a driver's seat and the legs are for running. The interior has beds for everyone to sleep in. Damn it, Yoil, this is good. Why do you do this to me? The last person to submit their entry this challenge was Qbot, their vehicle named Airdrop. It is a reference to Bobby. It runs on any liquid. Water is recommended and is converted to fuel, and the temperatures of the car will keep passengers cool. It is a water car after all. There are invisible handles apparently. This isn't your best entry, but I mean, it's still good for what it's worth. . Well, I guess it's finally time to leave Oiland. Everyone aboard the Salvage Steel 2000. This thing looks so stupid. Whatever. Everyone in.
Yeah!
Well, could be worse. Anyways, this episode the top 3 are immune. Everyone else can be voted to die. So times CRT and frozen yogurt, you guys are immune. Meanwhile, Spongy, Rusty Coin, Evidence Bag, Teardrop, Lightning, Boom Mick, Battery and the DNP Brothers are youth. Voting ends on June 22nd, 2023 at 7:32 p.m. State. Get to voting, and I'll see you next time.